In this video, we're going to read some data into a PySpark DataFrame and do some basic transformations. Okay, I'm back here on Fabric. I'm going to my workspace, DP-700 prep, in that Bronze Lake House and source data CSV. So this is my raw data I want to ingest into a Spark notebook. So going to this workspace, clicking on that notebook, and I'm here. The first thing I want to do is I want to add this data source, which is my Bronze Lake House, here onto this Explorer. So add data items, existing data sources. In that Bronze Lake House, connect. Could see the Bronze Lake House reflecting here, and the file section with my source data, all the CSV files here. Okay. So now let's delete this cell. Let's delete this cell. Let's create a markdown cell, give a heading, make it bold. I want to call it PySpark transformations. Shift enter, execute the code. I'll add a markdown cell again, create a heading 3, make it bold, and call it data reading. Shift enter. So I'm here. Let's inspect our data. We have a customers data set, order items, order payments, order reviews, orders, product category name, translation, and products data set. To read the data into PySpark, I'll create something called a data frame. So for customers data set, I'll call the data frame as df customers spark.read.format. The format here is CSV. Go to the next line, tab dot header is true. Go to the next line, dot load. Here we'll have to give the path of the file. So I'm going here, right clicking, copy ABFS path, paste it here. This is how we read the data into data frame. Let's execute the code cell, shift enter. You could see this standard session automatically assigned to us because of the starter pool. So it got executed. To inspect the data frame, the command is display df customers. So we have customer ID, customer unique ID, customer zip code, customer city, and customer state. In the same way, we are going to read all the other files. Okay, we completed reading all the data files. Let's do some data transformations. Heading 3, bold, transformations. Let's take the customers data frame. So display df customers dot limit 5. I want only the first 5 records. Shift enter. We got the first 5 records of customers. So what I want to do is I want to select specific columns 1, 2, 3. So to select specific columns, command is df customers dot select, and to give the names of the columns, customer ID. Let's copy this, copy column name, customer unique ID, and customer city. Let's say I want only these 3 columns. Now after doing this transformation, I want to display df customers dot limit 5. So here we got only these 3 columns. The next thing I want to do is I want to rename the columns. So I want to rename this customer unique ID with unique ID is df customers dot with column renamed. This is the method. Here we have to give the name of the column, customer unique ID. And how do you want to change it? I want to rename it as unique ID. We could also use chain method to do subsequent transformations. So let's say I want to rename the city column as well. So with column renamed, let's go here, copy the column name, and let's rename it as city. And let's display the customers you could see the columns are renamed to unique ID and city. Now I want to print the schema of this table, df customers dot print schema. It gives the name of the column, type of data, and whether it is nullable or not. Here what happened is df customers, the original data frame which has all these columns, I overwrote on that data so that only these three columns are left. I don't want that, so I want the original data frame, so I just re-execute this cell. Now I will get all the columns in the data frame. Now let's say I want to change the data type of this column. So as you can see, it is ABC, that means a string. I want to change it to integer type. So how to do that? Changing data type is df customers dot with column. The name of the column is customer zip code prefix. Copy that column name. So I want to do something on this column, comma. What I want to do, I want to do typecasting, right? So call is a function which takes the name of the column. I'll again paste this customer zip code prefix dot cast. For typecasting, I want to cast it to integer type. And once it is done, I want to display the customers. Okay, call is not defined. Well, we have to import some functions in the beginning. So let's import them from PySpark .sql.functions. Import star, which imports all the functions. From PySpark .sql.types. Import star, which imports all the data types. So now after executing this, let's execute this. It got executed. Let's display the customer's data frame. You could see the data type is changed to 123, which means it's an integer. You could check that by using df customers dot print schema. Now the customer zip code is an integer. Okay, so these are some basic transformations. In the next video, we'll do some more transformations on the other data frames. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.